Take a penny, leave a penny. Hi, welcome to Take a Penny, Leave a Penny. Here with our first guest, Joe Gata.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Good. Maybe I should come down here and sit next to you?
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Joe.
Thank you, pleasure.
All right, so give me your name and title, please.
My name is Joe Gata. I'm the Director of Sales and Marketing for the Grand Hyatt New York.
So, Director of S&M?
That's correct.
All right. Gata, G-A-E-T-A.
Correct. All the time.
So that is 6 points in Scrabble, your last name?
That's correct.
6 points.
If you could do it.
10. 10.
You're a lucky man.
All right, so I think what everybody wants to know is what is the difference between hot pink, bright pink, and neon pink? Go.
Wow, that's an interesting question. So, who's asking me this question?
They, whoever they are,
Whoever they are.
it's they.
Okay, so first I would have to make sure that they understand English.
Sure.
So that if they are speaking English, that's a good thing because that's the unfortunately only language that I do know. A little bit
No
Italian,
Italian?
but that's
Okay.
still a little Italian, but only the curse words, unfortunately.
Save it for later. This is
So
a big show.
I'm not too sure how to. I guess neon pink would be. You would describe it as extremely bright
Mhm.
and almost shocking,
And hot pink would be almost, I would describe it as if something was temperature-wise hot,
Mhm.
you would feel that the color maybe has that kind of texture to it.
Right.
And bright, I guess I would reflect to that as almost comparing to looking up at the sun and at the light to see a brightness of pink.
I think that clears things up for them and me.
I
thank
hope
you.
so. Yes. Good.
So, Joe, how long have you been with Hyatt now?
So I've been here for quite a while compared to the rest of the Hyatt family members here, about 4 weeks.
4 weeks.
So yes, I do joke there that it's only 4 weeks.
Well, what took you so long to join our team?
I guess timing is everything.
Yeah.
So I was, I wasn't really actually actively looking for a position. I worked for independent luxury hotels and very large hotels. The last one coming from IHG, which had about 6,000 hotels under their portfolio.
What does that stand for?
Intercontinental Hotels Groups.
Heard
Excuse
of
me?
it.
Yeah, a little well known there. So when I found out there was an opportunity here to come aboard the Grand Hyatt and to be part of the Hyatt family, Hyatt Corporation, I had to jump on it. So I'm very, very happy that I made the decision to come on board. And so far, after 4 weeks, I've stopped getting lost in the building and kind of finding my way around.
So, what are your intentions with our hotel?
My intentions for this property would, I guess my intention would be to make money for the hotel, bring a profit down to obviously the bottom line is very important. I also want to motivate and develop the sales and marketing team. So the players that I have in place are quite incredible, and I want to make sure, obviously their success is our success and vice versa. So I do want to make sure that the team members are doing everything possible to be happy and obviously to book business on a group and transient side. And I want to have fun also. We need to Hyatt. I think from what I understand and I see is very family oriented, and we want to make sure that we care for our people so that they can do their very best.
Sure.
And so I want to make sure that happens through everything I do on a daily basis.
It's the tattoo I have on my back. We care for people so they can be their best.
I'm not going to ask where on your back.
I'll show you after.
I don't know.
So you've been in the industry a while, right? How many years?
Yes, a long time.
What is the most interesting job you've ever done?
So I guess actually my most interesting job wasn't in the industry. While I was in college, I was a medical assistant for an ear, nose, and throat doctor, and I did that for about 2 years during the process of going to school, and it was a specialist, even though it's not a specialist, that was in Long Beach, out on Long Island, next to a
You said Long Beach, California?
Long Beach, Long Island. I wish California, but out on Long Island.
It was next to a senior citizen home, so we had quite the elderly people coming, and I learned a lot. I thought I might go into the medical field. They wanted me to kind of continue there, but I didn't. And I would say one of the most interesting things that happened to me while I was there was a gentleman was there. The doctor was cleaning his ears, and I was assisting.
Sounds awful.
It is kind of not very pretty. And we were removing wax from his ear, and I was reaching over to help, and he bit me on the arm, and his teeth fell out while he did that. So it was a painful but yet funny experience.
You have a scar? Did you show?
No, thank God.
So it's funny you say Long Island,
Yes.
because there's been a long debate about whether or not Queens is on Long Island. What say you?
I would say Queens is not on Long Island.
Even though it's attached.
Of course it is.
Okay.
It is.
Glad we got that covered. Did you want some water?
I would love some more. Thank you.
Sure.
We appreciate it.
Okay, bananas, apples, carrots, cream cheese. Sorry, that's my shopping list, my grocery list.
Okay.
My wife asked me to put it on index cards so I can memorize it so I stop forgetting things. I asked her if I could just take the card with me as a list. She said no, so I have to memorize it every week. Speaking of wives, how did you propose to your wife?
So I've known Eileen for over, since I guess, I'm not going to say the amount of years, but since I'm 18. We've been married for it'll be 22 years this year.
That's how old I am.
And, you could be my son. I'm glad you're not. But,
Can you scooch a little bit closer into the camera there? On a tight budget here. Let's keep it tight right here. This is good.
Sure.
Is this too close?
Yeah, a little bit.
Eileen.
Eileen,
Well,
yes. So we, again, going back, born and raised out on Long Island. Eileen from Huntington area.
Okay.
So when we got engaged, I chose Ohika Castle on the North Shore,
Never heard.
and it's a nice, very old historic property castle on the North Shore. And we went there for lunch, and they were doing a holiday expo, and she looked all that stuff. So we kind of walked around. And then in the freezing cold, it was about 10 degrees. Took her outside to one of their reflecting pools. It wasn't frozen yet. And I proposed to her there by a reflection pool.
Wow.
And then a year later, we got married there.
So she said yes.
She did say yes.
That's pretty good.
I'm lucky. I'm a lucky man.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. If Joe were a cake, what would the ingredients be?
It would probably be all chocolate.
All chocolate.
All chocolate, chocolate frosting, chocolate cake, and probably a chocolate pudding filling.
Okay, I made a New Year's resolution to not eat chocolate this year because I'm getting a little heavy.
That's tough. I know it's what it is.
So no Joe cake from me. But I'm glad to hear that you're a chocolate guy.
Sure.
You mentioned earlier about having fun at work. How do you have fun at work but still stay productive with your team?
I try to, I guess, lead by example, so I am very self-motivated, positive, outgoing person. So you might not feel that here right now, but I am. And
I believe you.
We have lineups during the week, but I'll try to do quarterly outings, whether we go karaoke.
Favorite karaoke
bowling.
song?
I don't have one.
Okay.
I need a couple
I'll find you one.
I need a couple martinis for that. But yeah, sports events, something to keep the team together, build relationships. I think it's important that everyone knows each other and supports each other. I'll do monthly contests. I haven't started yet, but we can do monthly contests that are fun and engaging, but also bring some bookings to the table.
Money.
Yes.
I like it. And what do you want our colleagues to know about you? Our 900 colleagues will be seeing this interview. What do you want them to know about you as a new member to this family?
Extremely happy to be part of the Hyatt family. I myself are a very family-oriented person, as you know. Wife, 2 kids. My dad actually lives with us, so we take care of him. What you see is what you get. I'm a very open, honest, self-motivated, passionate, loyal, high-integrity kind of person, and I look forward to working with everyone here.
You know, it's funny you mentioned your father. I met him
You did meet him.
upon checkout.
Correct.
I learned that his name is the same as yours.
He is, except he's got the senior, I have the junior.
Yeah. So if I was in a room with you and him and I said, "Hey Joe," how would you guys know who I was talking about? Thank you.
Well, it's usually Papa Joe or
Papa Joe.
or
For you.
Little Joe. I don't really like to be called Little Joe, but yeah.
Do your kids call you Papa Joe? Because you would be their Papa Joe.
Yes, they call me Dad.
Okay.
They know Papa Joe.
All right. Moving on. Which Disney princess do you most closely relate to?
Princess or
Princess.
prince?
No, princess.
Princess. This is a very good question. Let's say Snow White.
Snow White.
Yeah,
Is that because you like having a team around you?
yeah, I think so.
All right, that's good. That's good.
So, what role does the rest of the hotel play after your team has sold a piece of business?
A very important role. I consider everybody in this hotel part of the sales department. From whether we just booked a group piece of business or a transient piece of business, whatever it may be. From the second that person experiences the reservation complete, the arrival to the hotel, the doorman, the bellman, to even I don't know what that was. To even
Is that
after
you? Is your phone
it
on?
wasn't me.
We talked
Okay.
about this.
No, I know. Sorry. Even after checkout, in regards to billing, so accounting, even though accounting might hate to hear that, but yes, they are part of the sales department also. So they play a key role into the success of new bookings coming to the hotel and repeat bookings.
Well, that's a very political answer. Thank you for that. I want to do a little wordplay with you. All right.
Would you say vase or vase? Go.
Vase,
Data or data?
data,
Route or route?
route,
Envelope or envelope?
envelope,
Florida or Florida?
Florida,
Nevada or Nevada?
Nevada,
Oregon or Oregon?
Oregon.
You win.
I don't believe.
All right, well, Joe, thank you for joining us on Take a Penny and Leave a Penny.
It's a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Great meeting with you.
Thank you, you also.
for your time.
Thank you.
Take a penny, leave a penny.